Hi, this is Coach Andrea Hardy, and I'm back again. A few moments ago, I talked to you about the courage to change and how it's going to take you making the necessary steps that you need to make in your life to change. And I talked about being courageous. I talked about making sure that you get up in the morning and write down your affirmations, and sometimes you might have to pray. Whatever it takes for you to do what you need to do to change, you're going to have to put those things in action. But today, this time, I really want to talk to you about being dedicated to the things that you want to do. And make a list of the changes that you want to make in your life. Take them one by one. And sometimes some people come up with 5 things on their list. Some might come up with 10 on their list. But after you look at those things that are on your list, pick out the top 3 things that you want to change in your life. And then write down action steps on how you are going to make those things happen. And after you take those action steps, put a strategy together and dedicate yourself to focusing on those things that you need to do daily in order to make the changes that you need to do in your life. Because remember, we are creatures of habit, and it takes us, some people say it takes 21 days to break a habit. Sometimes it's going to take 60 days to break a habit, and sometimes it's going to take 90 days to break a habit. Because during that time, we're going to have setbacks. We're going to have pitfalls. But as long as you're constantly working on those changes, it will become a daily habit once you begin to do it over and over and over again. And I want you to be dedicated to the things that you have put in place that you want to do to make the necessary changes in your life. Be courageous. Be bold about what you want to do. Sometimes you're going to have to get in the mirror and encourage yourself and tell yourself that I'm going to do this because I love me. And that's one thing that I had to learn when I was on my journey, my healthy lifestyle journey. I had to tell myself I love myself enough to get healthy so I can get past this pre-diabetes, so I can make sure I get rid of this diagnosis, so that I can make sure that I can live my life better, because I want to be around for my grandchildren. I want to be able to play with my grandchildren. I want to be able to run with my grandchildren. And after getting rid of the pre-diabetic diagnosis, then I had to do something about the arthritis, because I had bad arthritis. So I had to take the necessary steps to make sure that I was changing my diet. And I found out that certain foods that I was eating was inflaming my joints. So I had to do something about it. And for me, it took radical changes when I was changing my diet. I had to get rid of the food that was causing the inflammation in my body. And I had to tell myself it's not good for me. And in order for me to really believe that, I had to start loving myself in a different way. You're going to have to love yourself enough to tell yourself, no, you don't need it. Because the outcome of eating this is going to cause pain. And it's pain that I am inflicting on myself. If I don't want someone else to cause me pain, why would I cause myself pain? So that's what you're going to have to ask yourself. If it's something that's causing you pain and you know you need to change it, you're going to have to ask yourself, do I love myself enough to make this change? And a change is a positive change. You're going to feel so much better when you're getting rid of the things that are inflicting you pain, or either making you tired all the time, or making your life feel like it's overwhelmed. Start making the necessary changes that you need to make today. I know for me, I also was an emotional eater. When I would get overwhelmed, stressed, feel down, I was just eating just to eat, and it wasn't healthy. So I had to make changes and hold myself accountable. And the more I held myself accountable, the more I became dedicated. So just listen and pay attention to yourself. Listen to the inner voice. What are you telling yourself? How are you encouraging yourself? How are you empowering yourself? All it takes is a made-up mind